I am standing on the roof of the Aventi office, and here we have mounted a roadside unit, and this roadside unit is communicating with the entire area around here. So we have Circle K over there, and we do a lot of testing on this road here. And we have also mounted a roadside unit on this building way over here, which you can see here. So that's the Aventi building over there, and like I mentioned, we have one roadside unit on the roof, and then we have another roadside unit on the top of this building, and here is the Aventi car, and I've installed the CITS antenna on the roof. The cable comes in here and it's plugged into this onboard unit. The onboard unit has OBD CAN bus connection that goes into the diagnostic port under here. And then we have this Bluetooth dongle, which is talking to the Android up here. So here I can see my own vehicle is this blue one here, and then I can see the two roadside units. I can also see this on my laptop here, which I brought with me. So here I see my car, and then I have the two roadside units. This is the central ITS server. Over here in this picture I have the DATEX node with the traffic nå from Statens vegvesen. So when I create DEM messages in this vehicle here, they will show up on the central ITS server, and then they will be transferred over to the DATEX server or the DATEX node, and then they will show up here in traffic nå. For the first test, I'll drive over to this building over here and the skating rink, and I'll be rolling down the hill here to test the slippery road. It's summertime, but we'll pretend that it's wintertime and slippery. Now we will test category A, temporary slippery road. I will roll down this hill between 10 kilometers per hour and 30 kilometers per hour. Then I will rev my engine to above 2,500 RPM, and that should trigger a slippery road DEM message. I'm above 10 kilometers per hour. I rev the engine. We got one there, and I'll do it one more time down here. We got one there. Let's do it one more time. So there we go. And then we'll have to wait and see when these show up on the DATEX server. We have one on the DATEX server, and there we have all three showing up on the DATEX server. So that concludes this test. Now we'll test category B, obstacle on the road. And two of those DEM messages we will trigger manually. So I'll click on the plus symbol here. Oops. And I click on the plus symbol there. And then I select the incident type. I can select from this list here, but right now I'll just type in the number 10 0, submit, and I can pick a location. Yeah. So I'll just place it down here in that corner of the lot, and I click submit. So now we got a DATEX message here, and that of course shows up instantaneously on the central ITS server. And now we'll see when it shows up on the DATEX server. There it is. It showed up on the DATEX server. So now if I look on this here, I can just click on it. So that's obstacle on the road, and that says unavailable because I didn't put the sub course code, just 0. And if I click on this one here, it says pretty much the same thing, obstruction on the road. I will do that one more time. I'll just drive further up here, move to another spot. And then I'll trigger a DATEX message. Incident type. Again, I could pick from this list, but I will just type in the number 10, and this time I'll do 4. Submit. And now I'll just leave it at location of the vehicle, and I click submit again. So there it is. I'll just move the vehicle so we can see it. So the message showed up here on my Android, and it showed up here on the central ITS server, and it also showed up here on the traffic know via the DATEX. For this next test, I've installed one more onboard unit, and I put the antenna back here. So and I still got the one in the front here. So now I got 2 onboard units, pretending to be 2 vehicles. And you can see that here I have 2 symbols for a vehicle here. They're a little bit on top of each other. You can see it here too. If I zoom in. Oops, there you can see I have two vehicles, and I will be driving down here in a roundabout, and I will drive slowly, and then we'll see that there are two vehicles driving slowly, meaning there's a queue, there's a traffic congestion, and then the roadside unit on top of the building will trigger a DATEX message, and this DATEX message will be sent from the central ITS server to the DATEX node and then show up in traffic know. We will do one more test with the obstacle on the road. In this case, it will be a traffic congestion. So now currently I have 2 onboard units in this car. So it looks like I am driving 2 vehicles. And when these 2 vehicles slow down, it will register as traffic congestion by the roadside unit. So I'm coming down here now. And I'll make a left here. And then I will slow down by that pedestrian crossing. And that will be detected as 2 vehicles slowing down. So we have a traffic congestion. which will create a dem message. And there we see the dem message, and if I speed up, I will send a new message to reset it. So now it's reset. And then this dem message will be picked up by the DATEX server. I will slow down here at the end, and that will create another dem message. Here we have a dem message, and that will disappear when I leave this area. Then it will be reset. And there we see those two dem messages have been picked up as DATEX messages and displayed on the traffic ignore. The next test is category C, unprotected accident area, and this one again will just trigger it manually here. We will pretend I have crashed my car right now and the airbag is activated, and that would send off a dem message of type 2727. And I'll just put it right here where I'm parked. And then we see this dem message shows up here on the central ITS server. I crashed my car. And then eventually it will show up on the DATEX server over there. There it is. There's on the DATEX server. So if I click on this one here, it says accident, unsecured accident. And if I click on one over here, oops, unprotected, no, it says unprotected accident area. The next one we'll try is category D, short-term roadworks. And again, that's simply going to be me entering it manually here. So I'll do the plus. And I'll create an incident type. This is going to be 3-4. 3-4. Submit, and I'll just select location. I'll just place it here in the corner. Submit, and then it shows up there, and then we'll see when it shows up on the DATEX server. There it is. There we have short-term roadworks. I can click on this one here. Bring it down here. Short-term stationary roadworks. And this one here says maintenance work. Close enough. final test is going to be category F, wrong way driver. So right down here by the roundabout, we've set up a little geofence, and when I drive into that geofence, the roadside unit on the roof of the Aventi building will detect that the cam messages has GPS coordinates that are going in the wrong direction. So when I get into this area here where the roadworks, actually, it will trigger a wrong way driver DEM message. So there we have the wrong way driver DEM message, and then that will be sent to the DATEX node and shown in traffic node. We have another test area further up here. There it is in the traffic node. And we've done the same when I get on the ramp to the freeway. You put the wrong way driver for getting onto the freeway. Get out of this roundabout and onto the ramp here, we should get the wrong way driver as well. Here we have it, wrong way driver DEM message. And there it shows up in traffic node. It's a DATEX message. So that worked beautifully. Then I'll take everything for a spin since I'm already in the car, and I want to test those two roadside units to see their reception and distance and so on and so forth.